Alright guys, welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 2. SpectreGaming here. Things are starting to heat up now with the Empire. I have to move this hero here. Because apparently Empire armies like to come down there since I've been getting problems with Dwarven Immortal heroes. I want to know your guys' opinion on this as well. I mean, if you're probably just a pure Dwarf player, you're probably going to obviously side with the Dwarves on this. But Dwarves have got 4 immortal heroes with Belagar Ironhammer. So unless you wipe out the faction, those things can't be killed if they're on the campaign map. Heroes can't do anything to them. Now the undead, technically, and ethereal. So are banshees, the vampires. They can be taken out. Why can't the dwarven heroes? I don't see any difference. They're dead and they're ethereal. Now, admittedly, they could spam banshees, so you could have way more than 4, but the same rule should apply. So, in my opinion, none of them should be immortal. They shouldn't be able to not be injured. That's complete crap. Because you've got a scout there that you can just leave there. Heroes can crowd round them, they can't do anything. And they can attack you. They're not guaranteed to always wound you or kill you, but they get... obviously, they can keep trying. And it's really annoying when they can take out your scouts and you can't do anything back in return. It's kind of fucking stupid. I don't know why that is a thing.
Approach me.
What does Vlad want? The only reason I say no to that is because Vlad's got the schema trait. If they have the schema trait or the unreliable trait, unless it's a peace treaty and you're at war and you need a break from that war, there's no point taking any other agreements with somebody who's got schema or unreliable, because they are going to break the treaty at some point, and usually they'll wait for the worst possible time when your back's kind of turned as an empire, and then they'll break it.
Ready for murdering.
If they have that trait, don't give them nothing.
Mr. Stabby! This way. Moving. Gork wants me.
Right, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to recruit the heroes in preparation for a 3rd army. I can recruit another Goblin Chieftain as well. Beard burner.
Let's get Stabby! Yes, boss! Bah! Yes?
Your ass over there.
Start the war.
I'll actually give one of these to one of his army. Right, what else do I want? I want a Riverhag Troll. Discipline's good.
River Troll Hag!
And we'll take Zedjar.
For war.
It's weird they only start at level 1 though. I can get Goblin Big Bosses at level 5, Shamans at level 5, Riverhag Trolls at level 3, but Blackhawk Big Boss at level 1. It sucks ass.
Gork's will.
I can get Lords at level 5, but not those guys. Little Volkmar. Oh, and Thorgrim. Oh, great.
I'll crush them all!
Right.
What you want?
Needs to recruit his 3 Black Orcs that he lost. He's gonna have to go back up there.
What you want? Me.
We're gonna have to deal with that knobhead.
Now?
I like how as well he's walking straight past Vlad, who he's at war with, to come and attack me. The player favoritism is fucking rife.
Unwise.
And that's him in March stance, so if I move there,
Is there involved fighting?
'cause I'd rather not fight him in underway stance. Underway stance does not benefit me at all.
Born for war. You better move.
River Throwhag!
Strongest.
Slightly further out of the way of the Iron Rock sign. There we go. Them two can just stay together.
Orc says what?
All I need them to do is passive the level up. That's all I need.
When I get there, gonna stab.
They can level up, and then when Lord comes in, Lord spawns in at a level 5. I can recruit Lords at. Apparently level 11. Level 11?
You moke. Corpse fish.
Because his army is going to get cheaper for the next 2 levels. Because I've got the next one on Mob Boss, which effectively counteracts supply lines. And then I've got Renowned and Feared, which counteracts it a bit further. And you want a lot of those traits for the end game as well. Campaign movement range is always good. Hero self-defense is amazing against Empire. Enemy hero success chance as well, so that's like 35% chance of fucking up an enemy hero. And then +1 recruit rank to all units, so obviously you're recruiting things at a higher level. Now, they'd be rank 4. I think they'd get recruited at 4, so they'd be like rank 5. I think he'd get screwed at rank 3, so he'd be 4. And they get recruited at rank 8, so I can recruit rank 9 Black Orcs off the bat. So if I do lose a Black Orc unit, the only thing I'd be losing is if they've got a scrap upgrade. That's it. So replacing them is actually the easiest thing. So these units are actually the harder ones to replace if they're ranked up.
What?
But it seems to compete at the end game against these types of armies, you kind of need all your red tree, or at least your first 2 tiers, and a good portion of scrap upgrades to compete against them. The orcs are still quite weak. Oh, bloody hell. And that's that partial Doomstack army. 4 fucking rank 7 steam tanks. Oh god, here comes another army. So it looks like the Empire tide is coming my way, and it's all coming for me. Walking straight past Vlad, I'll point out. Not bothering with Vlad at all. Not bothering with Clan Shin, coming straight for me. And if Thorgrim follows the same path as Ungrim, he's gonna go into underway stance. He's gonna hop, and then he's gonna lay siege to that up there. At the moment,
Cook, send me to battle. I like it.
I might have to
Start the
forego that,
war.
because I need him here. Shit, actually. I don't want to get caught in underway though.
Bring it. Into motion. Let's go. That's what Morg wants.
Let's get stabby.
And because I crossed from there to there, that shouldn't have upset the Skaven. It didn't. All they're pissed off at is that I gave stuff to Nagarond. But I'm happy to give stuff to Nagarond because Nagarond are at least a bit more pliable. Although to be fair, I shouldn't rely upon either of them. They're both unreliable fuckers when it comes down to it.
Best idea yet.
Oh, here comes the fucking Empire tide.
Huh? Doc wants me.
And with campaigns here, if I win a campaign, I win a campaign. If I lose a campaign, I lose a campaign. To me, it's still a campaign. And obviously here I'm testing something. I'm testing if an all-orc melee army can work. I know they can work, but normally you have a shaman in there as well. So you'd normally have a third hero, and probably either one that's shooting at Black Orcs or one that's shooting at Skulkers, something like that. So they can work, but shamans do a lot for you. And I don't want carrying by magic. Because there are some factions that will play with no magic. Pretty much like Dwarves, Chaos Khorne when they arrive. They won't have any magic. They're going to have a lot of magic resistance, but they won't have any magic. So there's got to be a way for those armies to operate without magic. And then it's seen if these ones are viable. Fucking rank 8 steam tanks, 4 of them. Broken bastard. It's annoying because I've just been building that territory up and I don't think I can defend it. Not against, well, I'm probably not against all that now. They need to shorten down Grimgor's quest lines as well to get his 2 purples. Because the fact that he only has 2 purples, he doesn't have 4 like Thorgrim. And Thorgrim can get his 4 easier than Grimgor can get his 2.
Ready for
It's
murder.
ridiculous how much you've got to do to get a single purple item on Grimgor. Absolutely ridiculous.
This better lead to war. Move in! You gook. Now we're talking.
Never. Impossible.
It's a lot of armies.
This is my land.
Then again, actually, if need be, if they do attack me, they're not going to be attacking at the same turn. So I've got the garrison as well. And in there I've got some magic that I can use, because I did say I'm allowed to use it if it's a garrison defence, because otherwise I've just got a hero that does nothing. But in garrison defence battles I'm allowed to use whatever the garrison has entailed.
Fist.
What you want? When I gets there, gonna stab. Dogs will.
Thought he was going to attack Barak Var, he hasn't, so at least I've got a slight reprieve there, because the garrison on that's not amazing.
Never.
And that army's quite frightening. He's got an immortal hero already, an immortal lord. He's got a witch hunter that's not far off immortality. These get that broken shit, don't they? Strength of the penitent. That's a hell of a lot. 14 melee defense and 15% physical for 15 seconds. I'm guessing it comes from him. Jesus. And then again, I can't do anything about Thorgrim either. I mean, he's level 30 as well. He's 10 levels off being maxed out. And he's got all 4 of his purples. I mean, even if I do somehow beat his army with this, which I don't think I can,
No grudge bearer would do this.
I can't kill Thorgrim. I've got nothing in there that's capable of killing him.
This better
I'll fight it
involve
anyway,
fighting.
obviously to see how much damage I can inflict on his army. Maybe I can kill more units, because the auto-resolve won't kill anything.
Yes, boss.
It never does. All I think auto-resolve kills is your own units. I'd say the auto-resolve probably 80% of the time is extremely player unfriendly. Unless you build one of these magical, like, auto-resolve armies, where every one of these units, like, ticks a box in the auto-resolve column, so the auto-resolve loves your army. At least he's going back up there. And I say, I don't want fucking order tied in by Empire, well, I've only got 2 armies. I barely got my campaign rolling. I could have more territories if I went to war with the Skaven, but then I've got to deal with a 50-odd province Skaven and how many armies he's got as well. But if I was going to do that, I need to do that before I went to war with the Empire. Before I brought them into it. Which, I'm well past that save.
Immortals, this way. Gook, send me to battle.
I haven't got Smash and Fastest either. This army's got not much to work with. Actually, nice open battlefield's not bad. He ain't got that much artillery. So, he's more of a heavy melee based army, and his army's still damaged from whatever attrition he took. Hellstorm's there, cannon there. Right. Think about that. Empire Knights, and he's got Demogryph Knights. Right, what I'm gonna do is then, because I'm not guaranteed to get my boar boys in there, because he's got cavalry that can chase them off. I'll put those two there. I'm gonna put those two there. Put one unit of boar boys over here. I'm gonna put one here. At least if he commits to chasing one can kite him away, but the other one can go in and try and kill a range unit.
Black is the new grey.
He's actually got more melee units than me. Well, like frontline melee units, should I say.
Fighting.
Problem's going to be killing Vorkmar. I can see Vorkmar being a massive pain in the ass.
Let's get him.
Right, he's got all his halberdiers in the front. So in which case, we're going to go on flank. I might do Simir as well. Pop her out there. You guys to go there. Need you guys to come around here. If we create the enemy army to move, even better. Because then that's going to stop certain key units that I don't want firing. Actually, at the moment they can actually wait my heroes, my giant. Because they're much faster than the Black Orcs.
This is gonna get wrestling. Run, boys! Run,
They're
boys!
not running that way, you're running that way.
Moving fast! Let's have some!
Moving fast!
The war is here! Shifting!
This Luminarch's like off on one again. It's on some sort of like fucking suicide pact sort of thing going on. I don't get it. I had another Luminarch in another battle that did the same thing. I mean, I could maybe understand if they were attacking me, but when I'm attacking them, I don't get it. It's really weird. which case then we're in there.
More boys! Moving
Got them great
fast!
swords sat on that kind of like a bunch of knobheads.
Shifting! Bring us to battle! Wah! Run, boys! Moving fast!
Nasty
I
scum!
swear to God, sometimes the computer does things just to piss off the player. Go get him.
Let's!
Time for
Cannon.
slaughtering!
Look at them. What are you doing? Stand there like a knobhead.
Stickers ready! Stabby time!
What's these Black Orcs doing? Get up here and support the front line. You bloody idiots.
Biggest, brutalest dog! Yeah, yeah! Come on! Show us the enemy! Get ready to war! With speed! Ready to bash! Ready to bash! Shifting!
Nasty scum! Wheeze comers! Stabbers ready!
Get them. Get that if you can. Pass the goddamn thing. Come on. Come on, do something. Move.
Smash him!
Right, no, you get in there. Went out then.
Black Orcs!
Nasty skunkers! Stick it!
Put his Empire Knights into combat with the front line.
Here we go!
That's weird.
Wanna kill something?
Goblins! If dog wants it! Stickers ready!
What? I don't mind unit getting wiped out as long as it's not a hero award.
More boys!
Nasty skunkers! River throw hay! Goblins! Gonna kill 'em! Nasty skunkers!
On the buck! Came through! Isabel! The Black Orcs will win!
Ready!
Ready? Bring us to battle! Biggest, brutalest orc!
Although, I do want to do. Ball boys. My ball boys are all still alive. Right, okay, so. Yeah, kill him, because he's level 18. If he dies, he's dead, and then he's not going to be immortal. What are the ball boys at? One there. Kill that unit of rank 7 halberdiers. Where's the other unit? Fucking hell, 2 Black Orcs left. Unfortunately they died, but they've held down to 2 guys. That's insane. Other unit there. Right, come chase down. What have we got here? Both greatswords. Come chase down these greatswords. Actually, yeah, you can get on one as well. You're quite quick. Put that into fast forward then. Because he's not in force march, he's attacking my city. If I can fully wipe units out, then they're gone. Because I've lost some units as well. I think I lost 2 units of Black Orcs by the looks of it, which is fine. Probably just ones I've re-recruited. Did some fucking damage in the middle. Yeah. So we've killed everything he's got. That's his level 18 Witch Hunter dead. So he's got about half unit of great swords, mortars, outriders, and that is still alive. Oh, it ran away from the thingies, didn't it? Well, that's actually, I've just thought that's actually really, really good. It's just given me there. Thank you very much for that one, Warhammer, you dumbass.
Now's the time.
And we'll upgrade that to level 5.
This is my land.
Which means I also... Have we still got growth buildings? Or did I get rid of them? I got rid of them already. Okay, fair enough. I'm not recruiting Black Orcs from there because they're not high enough rank. Okay.
I'll crush them all.
But yeah, only thing I'm not willing to lose from this army is the Lord and the Heroes. Because it's took fucking ages to get him to level 10. And even longer to get these to 14 and 17. And they're not far off immortal. And I'm not starting back down here at a level 1 Orc Big Boss and a level 3 Riverhand Troll. I'm just not. So, I can lose any of the units, they can be recruited, not a problem. But, not the Heroes and Lords. At least not until they're immortal. A level 20, that's fine, they come back. Then all my work's not been for nothing.
I'll ignore that.
Cook, send me to battle.
See, now in theory, he should back off. Because this whole army hasn't got the ranks that that one had. So that was a battle-hardened army that had been out a while. And I outnumber him now with my garrison. It's basically 2 full armies against an army that's injured and a quarter of an army.
Mork says what?
This is my land.
What I might do is then, I'm just going to test this. Fuck it. Or I will want to get some loads of better traits. So, hang about. So, you take Grashnak's lair, you then leave with those 2 armies and let him come and take it back. You don't go back and defend your settlement. Why? So that one army's going in there by himself. Okay. Oh shit. Are you gonna attack Barak Var? That's him. Yeah, do block army.
I refuse.
None of his heroes are immortal, his lord is. They're not terribly high ranked. But I don't think I've even got a full garrison there. We might struggle. We'll definitely lose if he brings that army in because it's going to be 2 armies on 1.
Yeah, what? Keep going. Yeah? You gook. Now's the time. Huh? Ready?
I thought as much.
This way.
Pathetic victory? What does he lose? Why does Grimgor randomly lose a unit of Skulkers against that army? Even in the battles where I've lost units, it hasn't been a Skulk unit, because they break and they flee. Unless they're being chased by cavalry, they can outrun their target. That makes 0 sense. If anything, you think I'm going to lose a unit, you think I'd lose like a unit of injured Black Orcs, or even maybe injured Skulkers, not a fully intact unit of Skulkers. If it had been a unit of Black Orcs, I'd have probably taken it. But, because it's a unit of Skulkers, I re-recruit them at like level 4. So, I can't. 2 Orc armies on 1 generic Empire army that's not even highly ranked. And apparently I'm going to lose... Apparently I'm going to get a Ferric victory. So it's not going to rate my army very highly in the auto-resolve at all. So I'm going to be fighting way more battles than I'm not. Right. There you go. Actually, put you there as well. Bring you over here, bring you over here. I mean, they can hide anywhere, so that'll make a difference with them.
Where's the scrap? Oh, watch out! Where's my ball?
who I'll be using. The rest of my army I'm considering walking wounded, so they're not going to be in the battle.
Black Hawks roll! Check out me weapons!
And in all honesty, I'm not planning really on using these, just if I have to, because the Empire might go to attack them. In which case I'll just draw them into the corner. Look, there was a little patch of trees where I could hide my injured units, because they'll be a more inviting target, which I don't want them to be.
I'm the best. Not a problem. Running! Moving fast! Biggest, brutally dog!
Right.
The Black Hawks will win!
Nasty skulkers! Stickers ready!
Get them moving. Right. What I'm going to do is now then we can actually use, there'll be a point in the battle. Take the giant off, so I can assign my boys, my ball boys.
Shifted!
Move those over there. What else is in that corner? Is that their giant? That's their giant, or my giant.
Choppers ready! Battle!
Stabbers ready! Moving fast!
The reason I want to do this one-on-one is this is kind of the average type of Empire army you should expect to face. I want to see how well Grimgor's army does. They've not got all the scrap upgrades yet, but most of them have. And oh shit. And they've not got but they have got all the red trip grades. So I want to see how these fare compared to my second army. Problem is here I'm going to have skulkers and ball boys on the same side. It's not really where I want them. But this is going to be a traditional sort of Empire army. They'll have 3 to maybe 4 units of cavalry, 3 or 4 artillery, probably 1 steam tank, and they'll have a mix of ranged infantry and melee infantry. That's going to be a standard Empire army. So if I can beat this without taking too much damage, and certainly without losing units, then this army will work against what I need to work against.
Please, me.
Nasty skulkers! Running! It's finished!
I love as well, there's a trait they need to take off the Hellstorm rocket batteries. There's a trait there on the right hand side, you guys can see it below the camera. It says poor accuracy. I have seen Hellstorm rocket batteries hit shot after shot after shot. There's no fucking way they should have the poor accuracy trait. Otherwise, they need to miss like probably, I'm going to say probably half their shots, or at least 1 in 3. So like 1 salvo should completely miss entirely. Otherwise, that's not poor accuracy. Because at the moment they're hitting like 100% of the time. And with the amount of damage they do and their fire rate, I mean that can fire a salvo and it's firing a second salvo for the first one to hit the target. That's the kind of cycle rate that you get in modern day military weapons. Not something from, you know, the start of the Black Powder era. There's old bloke. Where's Grimgor? Oh, there he is.
Nasty skulkers!
Let's assign you kill targets already. Not got no weirdo Luminarchs attacking in this one. Oblog. Oh my Grimgor. That can stay the same. Okay. Straight I'm noticing the difference. And bear in mind this Hellstorm battery crew has had longer to fire at Grimgor than they would have had if they'd have marched straight from the start. They're taking a lot less damage. So that extra armour and ward save they're getting from the Red Tree upgrades is doing a lot for them. You're running well ahead, darling. Well ahead.
Ragos will win. Time for slaughtering.
Alright. In we go. Aren't there 2 hellstorms here? Oh no, they've moved one over there again. Move these here, they can catch any stragglers.
Nasty skulkers!
All butcher. Slaughter.
Nasty skulkers! Goblins!
Man, boys. Bless you. Shifting. Time to war. Black and green.
Why they get stopped there?
We're the green tide.
Who's still firing and how? Oh, I told you to get into combat with them.
Rebels.
Kill that.
Here we go.
I hate seeing artillery firing when they're fucking supposed to be in combat, or actually are in combat as well. So I noticed that the AI also cheats out.
On Grimgor. Biggest, brutalist orc. Smash 'em.
And that way out, smash them faster.
Better late for war.
Go on, then! Doing it! Nasty skulkers!
Better. Slaughter. Oh boy. Let's fight.
She's doing that.
The immortals are ready. Let's get some.
Well, the question has been answered. Say how long they had to fire at Grimgor's army. His army survives it much better than the other army. Much better. This is what's annoying. When you've got a steam tank that refuses to fucking commit to a fight. You can't do anything unless you fight this stupid fucking AI. Respect for the player's time. Jesus. Just accept the fact that you're gonna die. And that gets rid of those 2 armies. So I'm going to guess that Grimgor's army, any damage that it has sustained, it'll heal in a turn. And it hasn't lost any units either, which is the other thing. So I've not had to go and re-recruit some Black Orcs. It's because the Black Orcs aren't quite as tanky as Grimgor's are. Plus I also get to use this replenishment, which could potentially heal him before. So let's check his army out. So, wee bit of damage here on these two. These took a bit as well, I suppose. Skulkers barely took any, and that was the unit that was supposed to die. Ball Boys took even less, and Giant just didn't give a fuck. Heroes were fine. So I'm going to use that. Yep.
Crush them all. Going.
One more for him, and then he can go into his red tree. She's level 18, so she's close to getting immortality as well. Right, so Grimgor soloed that battle, pretty much. I still need 4 more units to scrap upgrades. I don't think that would have really helped with their survivability, because it doesn't give them armour, it gives them leadership and core sphere. I mean, it might have broke the enemy unit they were fighting quicker, I don't know. But if they were against high-ranking, rank 7, rank 8, rank 9 units, they'd probably take a bit more damage. But, like, I had 2 units come out basically unscathed. One close to it as well. Because of the heal at the end, 3 of the 4 Skulk units are untouched. The Ball Boys are all untouched, Giants are untouched, pretty much. Heroes are untouched. So it's only some of the front line, which I expect to take some hammer, because they've got to walk in. And because they can't vanguard or anything like that, like Kazrak, One Eye's Best Eagles, they can't reduce that time getting there. So they are going to take some hammer. But as long as it's just one army firing at them and not 2, they should be able to beat any Empire army that commits to the field. Unless it's some sort of weird doomstack like 5, 6, 7 steam tanks, that could potentially create a problem because they're quite difficult to kill. And they like to run away while doing jack shit. Really weird. Ungrim's besieging that, so he's probably going to attack that next turn or turn after. I can't save it, I can't get there in time. Grimgor will be recovered, but Grimgor's going to have to underway, probably to about here, then underway to there, then underway to there. So it's going to take him at least 3 turns to get there. So I'm not going to get there in time to save Mount Gunbad, but as long as the Skaven don't take it off him, I can take it back. But it's much more worth saving Karazakarak than that, because it's a much bigger province, worth a lot of gold, it's got a diamond mine. It's good. Right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this part. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please drop me a subscription. It's free, really helps. I appreciate it as well, because it helps grow my channel. And if you leave me a comment down below, I will get back to you. Take care everyone, and have a great day.